Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Yesterday in our news here in the United States, Dan Bongino was named the assistant or the deputy director of the FBI, which has caused quite a bit of chatter in both the mainstream media and the alt media community. Dan Bongino is a very well-known podcaster and considered by almost everyone to be a straight shooter and a patriot. And I thought it might be good to take a look at him and in just a quick video here and see what the universe wants us to know about our new Deputy Director of the FBI here in the United States, Dan Bongino. I'm going to take you to a share screen and share a few things that were, including President Trump's social media tweet about the position, and then a little information about Dan Bongino, and then we'll see what the universe wants us to know. Okay, so first we go with the data, then we go with the esoteric, and then we see how they blend together, as usual. Okay, so yesterday, Donald J. Trump said, "Great news for law enforcement and American justice. Dan Bongino, a man of incredible love and passion for our country, has just been named the new Deputy Director of the FBI by the man who will be the best ever director, Kash Patel." Dan has a master's degree in psychology from CUNY and an MBA from Penn State. He was a member of the New York Police Department, New York's finest, a highly respected special agent with the United States Secret Service, and is now one of the most successful podcasters in the country, something he is willing and prepared to give up in order to serve. Working with our great new United States Attorney General, Pam Bondi, and Director Patel, fairness, justice, law and order will be brought back to America and quickly. Congratulations, Dan. Now, just a little information. Dan, unlike me, is a very successful, monetarily successful podcaster. So here's some information about that. Dan Bongino's salary was an estimated 4.9 million in 2024. His new salary will be 221,000. And then it goes on to compare how Pete Hegseth, who also had a media presence before his appointment, was making millions and now is in the thousands. So, and the point is, they aren't in it for the money, they're in it for love of country, pure patriots. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to share with you, which I thought was a very cogent or meaningful comment, was made by Praying Medic on X. He said, "Bongino is assassination insurance for Kash Patel." And I thought, wow, is that ever true? Because Kash is going to be exposing the dark underbelly of our FBI. And good luck with clearing it out. I think I made my position clear months ago that I thought since the FBI was created by executive order, which is just basically the stroke of a pen, it should be done away with in the same way. But apparently there's going to be a concerted and ongoing and very genuine effort to clean up the ranks and get it back to what its original intent was. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Well, let's see what the universe wants us to know about the new Deputy Director of the FBI, Dan Bongino. Another thing, too, he is a Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer survivor, I believe a husband and father. And so, just a well-rounded individual and member of productive member of society. We know that. Let's see what else the universe wants us to know, especially with the lens towards his professional accomplishments. What will they be? I really don't need to know personal, intimate data, although as a public figure, that if that comes out, it comes out. What I'm looking for, though, is what we can look forward to, insights and information about his performance in this job and then career possibilities, moving on. I know he had expressed a very definite interest in helping to clean up the Secret Service ranks too. He was very vocal when President Trump had that first assassination attempt, and then the other one also. But so I thought if he was going to go in the administration, it would be that route. But I agree. This way, anybody that thinks getting cash out of the way, they can go back to doing business as usual, is going to have to answer to Dan. So I like that. And I think that might be a good way to go about with all the deputies. Make sure that they are just as formidable as the person, the front runner, so that there's just absolutely no use in trying to remove one because then you just have to deal with an angry successor. Let's see what the universe wants us to know, though, about Kash Patel. Pardon me, Dan Bongino, who is Kash Patel's new deputy director, and how that's going to work out for them. Let's see what the universe has to say. So we are looking for insights and information about the person seen in the public eye. I do think he's a 1.0, but just in case, person seen in the public eye as Dan Bongino, who will be Deputy Director of the FBI under Kash Patel. We are looking especially for public service, career, um, insights and information. Although any that are deemed necessary to share are welcome. So I don't want to filter out anything. I just want to be specific about where our original intent lies. Okay, and we'd like this information to be clear and free of any veiling or obscuring that might have been done to it. You never know. Okay. Okay, we got the Page of Wands, one of my white hat cards, Ten of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Let's move that down a little bit. There you go. Four of Swords, even though we asked for clear information, something's being withheld. I can tell you that right now. Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, let's take a look at this and see what the universe wanted us to know. First of all, the Dan is being indicated by the Page of Wands, a card of high energy, and again, one of my White Hat Alliance member type cards. So definitely getting a nod that his patriotism and commitment to service for the United States is pretty sincere. And beautiful card clarifying that his intent is to make our country more safe, our law enforcement agencies more transparent and performing as their intended purpose should be. Absolutely. The recent past says apparently he's known about this upcoming possibility of an appointment for quite some time. It just now went public, and it was something that he felt long and hard about and went forward with. So that's really interesting. Here's the card that tells me, and this will be in our current position. Here's the card that tells me there's a little information that's being withheld from us for operational safety or something like that, even though we asked for clear and very, easily understood and not veiled information. The universe says there's some more information about this man and this situation and how he's going to perform his job than they can share right now. So apparently there's some, he's going to be quite active. This is a very active type of energy here. So he's going to be very active in what he does. And he's already got some very confidential plans going on for the cleanup and where that agency is going to be headed, the FBI. So moving forward, this is another very reassuring card that he is with the Six of Swords, says that he is going to be helping to make, again, he's got a focus on family and safety for all generations, and he's going to be part of helping our country become a safer place for innocent human life. That's really, really beautiful to see. The Queen of Pentacles says that tells us, first of all, she's kind of a sovereignty card, kind of a card that talks about very well established as far and generous. So even though he's giving up quite a bit of his salary, he's invested wisely, and he's going to be not have monetary difficulties with this big reduction in income. So that'll be good. The only card here that starts to look a little troubling, and we'll get some more information, is the Ten of Swords, which talks about an ending. Now, this may simply be that his tenure with the FBI is going to be time limited, and he may be able at some point to move over to where his stated interest was, and that was in the Secret Service. So that's a possibility here. We'll get a little more clarity as we look further ahead because each card builds on the last. We have the Nine of Swords, the Tower, Strength, and then the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this it looks like in the near future. It's not simply just a short tenure with the FBI. He's going to be facing some very real threats to his safety. Very real. He's going to be getting intel and hints about more situations than actually are. But he's going to be facing what is called, in the tarot world, a tower moment. And this is him personally. It's not so much the country. So he's going to have some daunting situations he's got to overcome. But will he? Yes, he will. Absolutely. We got the strength card showing up here. So I'm not seeing an ending for him, but I am seeing that he is going to be the subject of some pretty intense psyops, let's put it that way, or threats, credible threats that he'll need to for his job and for what he's trying to do. But again, remember, we're told that he is part and parcel of our country becoming a safer place. But in the process of that, he is, and God bless him, putting himself at some personal risk to do this. So the strength card, though, goes on to say, it's going to work out. This is kind of a triumph card, and just a limitless ability to handle whatever comes his way. And then looks like his tenure with the FBI isn't going to be the only government service that he is able to take part in. He's going to have other offers too, including possibly that Secret Service position that he had expressed an interest in some of his podcasts. So that's interesting to see. But anyway, be on your guard, Mr. Bongino. Okay. You've got some enemies. There's people that are threatened by what you're going to do and the partnership you'll have with Mr. Patel. But if you keep your head on a swivel, you're going to come through it okay. Absolutely. So let's recap. We were looking at Dan Bongino, the new deputy director of the FBI, and just asked the universe for some insights and information, especially with a lens towards his career and professional accomplishments and pursuits now and in the future. So he definitely got a nod as being a white hat. This is one of my white hat cards. Not a major player on that scene, but he is a part of it. And a confirmation that his intent is very, very good. What he wants to do is clean up that agency and make America not just only great again, but safe again, and a place where all generations can pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So nice there. His appointment wasn't a secret. It's something that he'd been approached about quite some time ago. It just now went public. He had time to prepare. And the universe also said, hey, there's more going on with this appointment and this man and his career and activities than I'm sharing at this time. So we were asking for information that wasn't obscured or veiled. And when that happens, sometimes we're told, well, yeah, okay, we're not going to veil it, but we're not going to share it all with you. So we had that confirmation here. Now, moving forward, he is part of America becoming safer again, taking us from, a chaotic and corrupt agency to one that's much cleaner, to a country that's much safer. So he's part of the team. Beautiful to see. We had some information on the near future. The strongest card was just a reassuring one that he has had the financial wisdom that even though he's taking a huge pay cut to do this, as so many are that are going into service, he'll be fine. Okay, he's managed his funds well, and he's invested wisely, and he's good. Now there were some cards that said some troubles headed his way. We had the Ten of Swords was the first one that showed up, and I said, hey, this may simply be that his tenure with the FBI is not going to be as long as he might anticipate. He may be moved around to other positions. So we got a few more cards to find out if that's what's going on. Looks like he's going to be one of those, and by means, no means the only one of those who is going to be the subject of some threats and plans and shenanigans and what have you. And to the point that he's going to have kind of a tower moment about it, face it off about it. So he needs to keep his head on a swivel and know that not, but he's a smart cookie. I mean, look at his background. He's rubbed shoulders with those that you have to be real careful around. And he's a sharp cookie. So he's going to be okay. The universe told us he is going to be okay. And he's going to come through it very strong, very strong. This is not the only position or time that we'll be hearing about Dan Bongino in government service. So that's really cool to see. In fact, as a result of this service that he is rendering, he's going to have numerous options and possibly even the one he had stated an interest in, which was helping to clean up and get the Secret Service back on track. So looks like he's going to have some options available to him. But in the meantime, he is at some risk and he's very aware of that. And like I said, sharp cookie, he's going to keep his head on a swivel. According to what the cards say, he will come through it, but he is going to face some challenges. So if you are a person of prayer and intention and of a positive nature, keep him in your prayers. On all of the team, anybody who is working, no matter where it is, and I'm talking worldwide here, if they are trying to make our world a safer place for innocent life, if they are trying to clean up corruption and end the stranglehold that humanity has lived under for so long, let's pray that they are more successful than they even hope, and that the plans against them falter, fail in every instance, spectacularly fail. It'll help. It really will help, guys. What we pray and what we intend and what we manifest is very, very real and very, very important and part of what we came here to do. That's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time and attention. I do not take you for granted. And until next time, if you're willing to receive it, I send you love, light, and I wish for you everything bright. By the way, if you haven't liked this video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you be a subscriber. And if you'd like to share any of my content, feel free. Bye.